Here we are again with another episode of Cheshire Matters, but today we're here with our two fantastic candidates in the local elections, Mr. Jonathan Starkey and, of course, the one and only Trevor Nichols.
Hello.
Say hello.
Good evening.
Are they going to be listening to this during the day, Mark?
I don't know. They can listen to this whenever they would like to listen to it.
Okay. Good evening, good night, good morning.
That covers it all.
Well, that just about covers it, wherever you are in the world.
Hello.
Welcome to our special podcast.
Indeed. Well,
about our local elections.
Yes. Good few questions, boys. We'll start with Jonathan. How's it been going?
Well, the leafleting has been fine. We've had some really great days to go out there, and we've met some nice people. No, I'm not.
Next question.
I'm not talking about the Labour people. I'm talking about the Party for Women. Met them. Nice people. I like them. But anyway, yeah, it's. I'm feeling quite good about everything that's going on. On the doorstep, it's not been that good for Labour. I have to be honest with you, Mark. You know, it's not been that good. You know, the reactions mostly about Starmer. And I tried to explain to people that this is a local election.
I had the same thing last year, mate.
I mean, I don't know. What's it been like for you, Trevor?
Again, it's been good. I mean, I'm running a little bit late on the leaflets, so I'm just running, I'd say, on par with the postal votes, which is great because I've had several comments, and I mean several as in quite a few, not as in three.
Mm-hmm.
The comments are saying, "You've already got my postal vote. Good luck in what you do." That was surprising me a little bit because they've not even received my leaflet yet, but they've already, preempted. Because obviously I've stood here for quite a few years, as you know. I've been in various.
Yeah, you're standing for a party. I'm standing independent, baby.
Oh, well,
look at the muscles. Look at the muscles.
I did independent last time, so you'd not beat me on that one. Yeah, but in general, it's good. Yeah, I am actually standing for the Party for Reform on this one to basically gauge the feeling.
Yeah.
Throughout Warrington, I've got 5 candidates, so besides myself. So over to Mark.
I was just going to ask you, Trev, what are your priorities for the area of Orford?
The priorities for the area? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, the major one, as you know, I mean, we spoke about this 1,000 times over the podcast about basically the funding, the debt, the Warrington debt. What's happening is we've got a full quota of Labour councillors because it's Labour run, as everybody knows, in Warrington. And just basically, we've got nodding dogs. We've got a committee of 10 and the rest of them are nodding dogs that keep pushing this debt through. 1.8 billion and it's heading for 2.3 billion by 2027.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that is a wow, that. And if people keep voting Labour in, that is it. This is the last time I will give them the opportunity to make their minds up and change their minds. There is nobody. We've got 10 Conservatives in there at the minute, and one of them was criticising me the other day online. And I said, well, what have you done? You've been in for the last 4 years. Tell me what you've done. What have you succeeded in doing? They didn't answer.
No, well, I find it's exactly the same thing. I mean, when you look at what's going on here with Cheshire West, the people are coming out, and I'm saying to them, "Are you happy with your grass verges? Because they all look like nature reserves."
Exactly.
What about the fly tipping as well?
Oh, round some of on the council estate, there's fly tipping going on, and you can see it. It's bad. It's bad. And
it's bad, as I've said 10 times. Look at my back passage.
Well, when the people talk about it, you say to them, well, are you still going to carry on voting for a party that actually doesn't really look after you? The biggest beef that I've got is that I want all councillors enhanced DBS checked.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea, that.
Now, some of the canvassing that I did, the people said, well, aren't they already DBS checked?
You'd presume so, wouldn't you?
And I went, nah. I said, they're not. I said, and if you consider that over 200 politicians, the majority of them which were Labour, have been arrested, done for things, they've been suspended, since the last general election. What are you voting for? I mean, because their own guy, Matt Bryan, who was a Labour councillor, he was suspended, but nobody said anything. But he was done for drink driving, and he had to wear a tag. He has to wear a tag. He's been banned for 3 years. That's how bad it is, and you're looking for 3 years. Yeah. And he has to wear a tag, which actually the tag analyzes how much alcohol there is in his blood.
Whoa.
I know that bad, And when he got stopped, the police were that worried about him. They thought there was something wrong with him, right? Until they got him into hospital and they found out he was three or four times over the limit. I can't remember what it was, but it was bad. And these are the kind of people that, you want to deal with. That's why I want everybody DBS checked, but on a recurring basis, not a DBS check that lasts for 3 years. I want everybody on a recurring yearly DBS check. And so that they can actually be assured, and I'm talking about the constituents, be assured that they're dealing with somebody that hasn't broken the law.
It's this tribal thing we've got to break. I mean, I spoke to someone around yours, and I asked them if they'd made their mind up who they were voting for, and they told me Labour. And I said, have you seen all of the rubbish at the end of your street? Not bothered.
Idiots.
Literally not bothered.
Idiots. I mean, I have to say that the Labour voters, and I have to say the same thing over in Warrington, you carry on voting for that debt, you're an idiot.
You are an idiot.
You're an idiot.
No, yeah.
Is this AMQs?
No, Jonathan, if you're not aware of the local news, which most people aren't, all you've got to do is look at Birmingham. Birmingham went kaput, and the council tax has gone up 20% over 2 years.
You can't believe it. I mean, it's only going to get more expensive here. I mean, as it is for you over in Warrington. There's no doubt about it. And they don't have anybody that actually really totally understands. The Greens, they might be nice people. Party for Women, they may be nice people. But do they really know the area? I mean, I'm the only one out of all the councillors, all the potential councillors that are standing, that is actually from the area and have lived there for the majority of my life.
Yeah, I am from my ward. I've lived here for 40 years.
Why do they want to vote for somebody that's been drafted in, a carpetbagger? That's why, I sit back and I just go, well, if you don't use your common sense, well, then I've got no sympathy for you for what's about to happen.
Well, I think, Jonathan, on a lighter note, that what it is, I like the sound of your Wolverham.
Oh, yeah.
I like the sound of your Wolverham.
Shall we twin it with Orford?
I've got this idea that I think we should get a shadabang. And we should get it between our two great wards, and we can celebrate our differences and also the differences in our cultures.
Indeed. Well, I have to say, the biggest differences that we can share is our debts are not as big as yours, kiddo.
Well, that's
not sharing them.
That's why I want to come over and share them with you.
No, keep them.
Well, that's a quick update. We will have another update over what's going, but Mark's got one final thing he wants to say. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'd just like to commend the pair of you really for offering people an alternative from what I call the conveyor belt of failure, because things have got to change now. Yeah. People are now offering you an alternative. You're going to have to try and take a chance. Can it be any worse than what we've got now? I don't think so. Because this just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So please do consider voting for two fine patriots. And I wish you both the best of luck.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Problem. We do appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work.
It is. And don't forget, to say a lovely goodbye to our lovely listeners. And please do tune in again next time on Cheshire Matters. We've got loads of podcasts out. Great ones, all different subjects.
Indeed.
Check us out.
And good luck to that man called the Gazelle, Trevor.
Yes, and good luck to that man in Wolverham. That sounds lovely, that does, Wolverham. It sounds a really woolly, warm area, doesn't it, Wolverham?
Nice people, I have to say.
I feel left out. I've got no election.
All right, we elect you as the new podcast host. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, can I be Sheriff of Little Son?
Well, I'd rather put you as the leader of the SDP.
I'll do that as well.